Oh, so in the video that I posted up that was giving clarification about the service history and the reasons behind it, there are a few questions backstory wise that people are going to have that I'll go ahead and clear up before it's asked. All right. Number one, what happened to my former handler? Well, he has a family, you know. Great guy, honestly. You know, still does some construction work and everything. Still has kids to feed. Ultimately, some of things earned settlement wise and everything was actually used to be able to be a partial investor in a construction company. All right, but my family had no idea. Hence the reason why I actually ended up learning about zoning ordinance, different permits that are needed for building. So I got to learn quite a bit about the construction industry. All right, despite the factor of not working construction. But it also helps when you end up having family members that keep getting screwed by construction contractors, but they never seem to learn that you get what you pay for. So when you automatically go for the person that's willing to undercut and bid wise, chances are they're not there for a job. They're there to go ahead and grab up whatever they can. You know? That's the way you end up getting the copper stripped out of your plumbing system. But they don't know that. Ultimately, when it comes down to the fraud that they've committed, they had no idea that I'd be coming back with quite literally a paper trail from 2004 to 2021 being able to prove at least 500,000, and that's not including my settlement money. All right. That's also not including the value of my collectibles because they didn't know that my collectibles had been appraised and insured. So, but the person that stole my collectibles got to learn the hard way that the collectible community is a very close, tight knit community. So when they went to go try to sell, what, for example, what my collectibles were, was I had the first, it was either five or six series of Pokemon cards. And in those, I had that weren't part of the full set, four Charizards. All right, mint condition. So they got to go ahead and learn when trying to bring those collectibles to, different trading events and conventions that the collectible community was already aware of the collectibles that were stolen from me. So they weren't able to go ahead and fence them off for pennies on the dollar. While meantime, the value of them appreciated so much that quite literally be able to purchase houses with it. Houses. Plural. Not house. Houses. So we're talking capital fraud level, all right? Not to mention that, but going ahead and under false pretenses yoinking my driver's license away was a breach of the 1996 Identity Theft and Assumption Deference Act. Going ahead and stealing someone's identification in an attempt to adopt legal culpability. So, yeah, whatever deals that they had made before, that wasn't covered under that deal. So, facing criminal charges. All right. And it getting to learn that I was the defrauded, not the fraud. And the factor of there being two different churches and one nonprofit organization that assisted in the misappropriation of funds, embezzlement, and money laundering, that obviously ends up going ahead and putting their tax exempt status at risk, and when it came down to the nonprofit, too, the factor that they wanted to try to use my spiritual beliefs being different than their, beliefs, because Catholic charities, obviously, Catholic and spiritual, not exactly lining up. Well, it's like, hey, as a nonprofit, aren't you supposed to be completely areligious and apolitical, and going ahead and refusing somebody's actual service, or refusing somebody's service based on their beliefs? That'd be discrimination, as well as taking a religious stance, which would cause the revocal of your tax exempt status, as well as the reimbursement of all previous tax breaks. Not news that they'd like to hear, because, Catholic Charities and Crisis Ministries working together to, you know, do a fraud sandwich, and didn't like the whistleblower that reported the fraud, and wanted to have them deemed incompetent, because quite literally, there would have only need to be one question to go ahead and prove guilt. And that question would have been, okay, so you were charging $40 a month for your service while sending the individuals that you were apparently acting as a representative payee for, you were handing them checks. Go ahead and bring that check to businesses that directly worked with you guys. So they knew that the money was there, all right? Ultimately, why should somebody have to pay, especially somebody that is facing financial devastation, have to pay $40 for your services for a service that quite literally banks offer for free, called autopay? That just completely dismantles your entire business model. And why does it seem like some people tended to get assistance faster than others? Because there seems to be some specific demographics, ethnicity wise, that seem to get preferential treatment. They didn't want to have to answer that, because that would lead to a forensic audit that would end up causing the IRS to have to go ahead and look through all of their previous dealings. So, ultimately, first time reporting fraud, becoming a federal whistleblower, was back in 2004. The second time was 2013. Basically have assisted with fraud investigations now, including that military life insurance fraud for fuck, it's been 22 years already. Fuck, I've been doing this for a long time. Shit. I'm 36 years old with 22 years of documented work experience, as well as long-term federal work study employee. That was how I was able to continue on with postgraduate education. But holy fuck. I'm sorry, but I gotta say that's hard as fuck to wrap my brain around. 36 years old with 22 years of work experience. Holy shit. Now I understand why the people will end up going ahead and making the Full Metal Alchemist references too, because of the Charming the Smoke thing. The Colonel Mustang joke. Yeah, because of the shutting the tip of the incense off, but damn, realistically, that is a long time. Yeah, I don't think I could disagree with the public deeming of me being a workaholic. Fuck. Funny thing is, using everything that I got to learn about law too, I haven't even done that yet. I haven't even done that yet. Like I've got all the information, I got all the knowledge, and I haven't even done that yet. 22 years of work experience, but I have not utilized that law knowledge yet. This is fucking crazy. Damn, I don't give a fuck if anyone says that they're proud of me or not. I'm fucking proud of myself. Thinking back on that. Holy shit. My only question is, where'd the fucking time go? Maybe people are right about me missing out on some life experiences that I should have gotten to experience. Still got a pulse though, so maybe it's not too late. All I could say on that one is to be continued.